Hello there, welcome back to my classroom setup vlog. My name is Cami. I am a third grade teacher in Illinois, and this should be the last vlog in my classroom setup series. So pretty excited, feeling pretty proud of myself that I've gotten this far. It always comes together in the end. It gets a little hairy there in the middle. So if you watched my last classroom setup vlog, you knew about the crisis with the headphone bin label. Basically, I cricketed this with window vinyl instead of normal sticker vinyl, so it didn't work. So I have reprinted this and we are going to put it on. So if I did this right, I should just be able to pull off the transfer tape and stick it onto my headphone bin label. While I'm doing this, I'm kind of going to talk through what other things I need to do today. It's been probably a week or so since I've been up here. I did come up off camera and had my dad help me set up that little shelfie guy that's been sitting over in the corner. So we have, come on, good job. We have him done. So I'm just kind of gonna decorate that. I also hung up some lights. I don't know if you can see them. I couldn't find Christmas lights. And I had some leftover, I don't know if they're called Edison bulbs or, oh my goodness, sorry, whatever, but they're the big classic, like when you think of a cartoon light bulb. That's what they look like. Cafe lights maybe, but they're really pretty. Ooh, hold on, we're at a critical point in this peeling. Oh, there we go. Okay. Beautiful. Anyway, so I hung those lights up instead, and I'm trying to decide if I'm okay with them or not. They're not as pretty as they're pretty, but they're not as centered and even as my Christmas lights were, and that's a problem for me. So I'm trying to decide if I can just let it be or if I am going to be a stickler about it and find Christmas lights somewhere else. But, ooh, it's time. Yes. This works, I'm gonna be so happy. Hold on. You guys will see the magic soon. Ooh. Gentle. Oh goodness. This headphone icon is not loving this. Come on, buddy. I need you. Okay, we got him. Oh, that looks adorable. I love that. It's everything I dreamed of. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. If you haven't been watching my previous videos, you don't know the headache that this bin has been for me. I'm trying to get it cricketed and looking nice. So, anyway. I have no clue what I said. Oh, my lights. I think those are fine. I'm probably just gonna leave them. I just got all of my curriculum for reading, which is exciting. So I laid that out on student desks. I am going to finish not wallpapering, but contact papering my kidney table. I got my last roll shipped to me, so I'll be able to finish that one corner that I didn't have enough for, but it's fine. It'll look good once it's all together. And then I have my library labels to put on my last couple of book bins. Other than that, I need to bring my plants up, and that's about it. I am very close to being done, which is exciting. It's a little bit sad because, I've realized watching these back how much I touch my hair when I talk, and it makes me so self-conscious. Do I do this in real life, or is it just because I can see myself in the camera? For my mental sanity, I'm gonna say it's just on camera because, oh my goodness, that's so annoying that I'm just constantly touching my hair. Okay. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I don't know. I have no idea what I was just talking about. Genuinely no thoughts. Oh, that's what it was. Ah, summer brain. It's gonna be a transition getting back to school. My goodness. Um, finishing school setup is always a little bittersweet because like it's such an accomplishment and you feel so good that it's done. But also this is my favorite part of the whole year is setting up my classroom. And I know how dorky that sounds, but like I was the kid who loved back to school shopping. Like when Walmart would get out like all the school supplies, I would get so pumped. And my sister was the opposite of me. She's like, no, it's still summer. It's like, no, it's school time, let's go. So it's a little bittersweet getting done, but it's also sweet because it means that my kids are coming soon. So I'm just so excited to meet them and get to know them. So I think I'm going to finish that table over there. There are a couple things I need to do with student names that I won't be able to show. But other than that, I think this is gonna be a short vlog. I might just do like a small one and then add in a couple extra days. Also, some people did say that they wanted to kind of see and hear what my back to school plans were like for the first day. So let's see if I remember to do that too. All right, see ya. I'm back and we're on the floor. So since I saw you last, I got quite a bit done. I put the wallpaper on that last corner of the kidney table, so I got that done. I finished my library labels, only got a teeny tiny burn on my finger from that hot glue gun. Happens every time. I put hook labels up in the hallway. I didn't show you that because of student names. And then I put my outside, like it's right outside my door bulletin board up. I didn't show you that either because again, student names. But what it says is watch us grow. And then it has their names printed off on little plants. So it's pretty cute. I think that's all the things I got done, but they were big things, like things that I'd kind of been putting off, but and I got my last 3 chairs that I needed for student desks. So I was able to mark off library, small group table, hallway, and student desks. All of those physical areas got finished. So I wanted to really quick walk you through what my plans are for the first day of school. Give me a minute because I forgot my my clipboard, just a second. So this is what my first day schedule looks like. I made this just on either Word or PowerPoint, one of those. So I'm just gonna walk you through what I have on this. So I like to start routines nice and early, like as the first day. So every day when my students come in, I have morning work sitting on their desk for them. So this is from Shelly Reese and Kim Miller on TPT. I feel like I've talked about this before. It has a word of the day, a grammar check, an editing tidbit, a word problem, a fast math, and then something that's a review. So this will be sitting on their desk for day 1. And the way that my school works is teachers have to be here at 7:30. Yeah, that sounds right. It's been a while. At 7:30, that's when our contract hours start. So students can start entering the building at 7:45. They can start entering the classrooms at I want to say 8:05, maybe it's 7:50, 8 o'clock, somewhere around there. Basically, they're in the gym, they're getting their breakfast, and then after they finish breakfast, they come down to the room, and it's about 8 o'clock. I don't know why I can't remember this. So anyway, it's kind of a flow because our tardy bell doesn't ring until 8:10. So some students will come in, it is 7:50. Right at 7:50, other students, no, it's not. I have no idea. I'll need to look at my schedule. Oh goodness, I need to, like I said, get back into school mode. Basically, there's a 10-minute window where students can be coming in. So I just have their morning work on their desk for them. So that's gonna be there. I like to have instrumental music kind of playing in the background. I know that it can be kind of awkward, especially if they're like one of those first couple students, the nerves are running high. I know I'll be nervous. I've been nervous every year that I've come to school for the first time, from when I was a kid to now that I'm the teacher. So yeah, that's kind of what the morning setup will be. And then I'll encourage them to work on their morning work, and that'll just kind of keep them at their seats. Then from when the bell rings, then I'll make sure they're all at their seats. We do family meeting every morning. So basically what I do is we do the Pledge of Allegiance over the loudspeaker. Our principal does announcements. And then I do a classroom pledge, which is kind of just like an affirmation type pledge where it's like, I will try my hardest, I will be my best self. I wrote it out, I'll share it if I remember at some point. So we do that. We do our calendar. So whoever's the calendar monitor flips the card, chooses the weather icon. I'll do that for the first day just for ease and so that they can see what it's supposed to look like. And then we also do our emotion check-in. So hold on a minute. This, sorry about that, is my spot of emotion. I got him my first year teaching, and basically what it is all these little plushies that show different emotions. So they can feel love, scribble, angry, happy, peaceful, confident, all of these. So I lay these out. The kids get to come up, choose one, tell us how they feel. If they want to share why they feel that way, they can, but it's just a good way to get them talking, and I feel like it helps them realize that I care about them more than just as a student who gets grades, but as a little person who has emotions. So I use this every morning and they love it because it's a plushie, and third graders do like plushies no matter what they tell you. So we'll do that. I have some extra like meeting Miss L slides where I have like some questions, like they do an addition problem to figure out how old I am. There's some like easy little trivia questions to like figure out little fun facts about me, like my dog's name, where I used to work, stuff like that. So then after that, we'll probably do a Go Noodle. I'm assuming that's gonna end around 8:45 because it takes a while to go through all of that and to learn those routines, and I'm expecting them to be a little bit chatty because it's the first day of school. So from 8:45 to 9:30, the first thing we are going to do is read Our Class is a Family. I love this book. I've read it the first day of school all 3 years. So I read through this, and then I have an anchor chart that I kept from last year. And basically what we do with it is we talk about like our perfect class would be like this. So if they write down, my perfect class gets along, my perfect class works hard, has fun, is polite, stuff like that. Then I turn the responsibility on them. Like, okay, if you want your classmates to be friendly, to be kind, if you want a class that's full of hardworking kids who have fun, that's what you need to be. You need to do those things first. So we just kind of go over that, and it's more of just like a character building thing, like a check-in of, hey, if this is what you want, you better do it first. We kind of discuss how to be a good classmate, touch on some rules. This year I'm gonna go over leader versus boss. This is an idea that I got from Miss Call's Little Campers, Miss Call's Happy Campers, one of those. She's on YouTube. You know who she is. The leader versus boss, basically telling them like what does a leader do, what does a boss do. I haven't decided if I'm going to do an anchor chart or if it's just going to be a discussion. And then just talking about the golden rule, doing unto others what we would want done to ourselves. Then from 9:30 to 9:45, we're gonna have snack time, practice those snack time procedures, and watch a book on Storyline online. 9:45 to 10, we have recess. So again, practicing those recess procedures, lining up, going down recess. From 10 o'clock to 11:30, this is usually my math block, but sorry, if I'm looking down, it's because my schedule's down here. I guess I could put it up here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Very smart. Okay, so that's when we're gonna do materials time. So I have a slide up on my screen and it goes through every single material that I put on the back to school shopping list and where it's going to go. So this is what goes in their desk, what goes in their art bin, what needs to go in their book bags, all of that type thing. All of those types of things. That's how I meant to say that. So yeah, we'll do that. If we have any extra time, I have this coloring page. I know that after touching all of their markers and crayons and colored pencils, they are going to want to color. So I have this, and then we can also practice getting things from our art bin, bringing them to our desks, putting them back. So it's all about those procedures. All right. After that, we will have lunch. So again, practicing that lunch procedure. After lunch, this is usually our writing block. We are going to read a letter from your teacher on the first day of school. This is a super cute book. I really like it. It's just kind of explaining how I'm so excited that they're here. And then they are going to write me a letter. So this is a letter to your teacher. And the book is a letter from your teacher. So it's cute. So I'm just gonna give them time to do this. So I really like this activity because it gives me like an insight into like what they're excited about, if they want me to know anything about them, but also their writing skills, their handwriting, their spelling, their work endurance, how long they can write for. So I really like this activity. After that, we will have afternoon recess from 12:35 to 12:50. 12:50 to 1:30, we will play Get to Know You Jenga, which I forgot to bring over here. But it's just a game of Jenga, but on each block, I wrote a Get to Know You question. So it could be anything from, what did you do this summer? Do you like cats or dogs better? What's your favorite food? Are you allergic to anything? I think I put that one on there, just like for fun. Like I would say I'm allergic to almonds, just so you know. But the kids can pass on any of the questions if they don't want to answer them. But it's just a good way, again, for me to get to know the kids, but also to see some of those social emotional needs. If I have any kids who struggle with taking turns, who struggle with listening to directions or listening and talking in front of others. And then while we're playing that, I am going to pull kids one at a time to take pictures of them with my Polaroid for our class jobs board. Then from 1:30 to 2:10, this is the last block I will have them. So we are going to go over our dismissal procedures, make sure we have everything packed up because dismissal is the craziest part of the day. I'm gonna make sure they know what my expectation is, that everybody knows where they are going. And then if we have any extra time, we are going to read First Day Jitters. This is a super cute book. It's all about this this girl, sorry, I just spoiled it. This girl who's nervous for the first day of school, and then you find out on the last page that it's the teacher all along who was nervous for the first day of school. So anyway, it's super cute. I like this book, and the kids never expect the ending. They're like, oh my gosh. So anyway, after that, they will have PE. I will pick them up from PE and then dismiss them. So that's the first day of school. I always try to schedule more things than I think we'll actually get through. So like I have like this book, I don't know if we'll get to it, but I'd rather have it. I also have my whole bookshelf up here full of extra books. And you can always do more practice with procedures. It will always be a good idea to do more practice than less practice. So I feel like I have a good amount of stuff planned. There are a couple extra things I might do, like a word search with their names, or working through like some of our procedures. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, when we do our materials time, I also do a classroom tour. And as I do the tour, I talk about procedures in each area. So I'll be like, this is our library. Here's my expectations when we're in the library. This is how you get a book, how you put a book away, etc. Especially with my flexible seats, I explain how to use the seats, when to use them, what happens when you don't follow those rules. So that's kind of my first day of school outline. I know it's not going to go as planned, and I'm going to be okay with that, but I at least want to have a good plan, you know? So I think that's all I'm going to do for today. I don't know if this will be a full vlog on its own, so if it is, thank you so much for watching and for sticking through me in this classroom setup process. And if I end up adding more to this, then ignore that, pretend I didn't say it. Bye.